DAJJAL has come out. And this is the second major sign I want to discuss. DAJJAL, literally in Arabic, the word DAJJAL means the liar, the betrayer, the illusionist, all these words. The trickster, or more than that, but illusionist, the deceiver, DAJJAL, DAJJAL. In every way that you can think of lies, all of its forms, DAJJAL will have all these forms. And the worst, the most dangerous thing DAJJAL will have is the psychological deception. DAJJAL, the worst, what's so bad? We've had many wars before and Muslims have been wiped out in countries, in places before, but this DAJJAL, he doesn't wipe out or take over the rule or authority or power in the world really by weapons of mass destruction or all that stuff. He takes it over by the psychological war. And what do we live in today? What kind of wars do you think today are the strongest and most dangerous wars? It's not the wars of blood and mass destruction. No, it is the ideological wars that we are living now. You could be living in the most peaceful country, and through the internet and television, our youth, our Muslim youth, are being destroyed mentally, psychologically, where there is, how can I explain it? We are now in a time of what we can call something like a very complex reverse psychological war, reverse psychology, mixed with other deceptions. You look at the evil and you think it's good, and it comes to you with a smile. And our youth think it's okay, until religion is looked at as a restriction rather than a protection. We're not going to dwell too much on that, but what I do want to let you know is that at the moment, the DAJJAL will not come until there are prerequisites. There are certain occurrences that are going to happen before the DAJJAL comes out. And this man, DAJJAL, will come out at a time where the world is ready to accept him in his DAJJAL, in his deception. He'll find followers. DAJJAL, Rasul ﷺ called him Al-Masih Al-Dajjal or Al-Masih Al-Dajjal. Why? The word Al-Masih, the one wiped off, or because referring to one of his eyes, it looks like it's wiped. The light has gone away from it. It's dark and he can't see with it. One eye he can't see. And it will look like it's flat, like a grape that has its liquid sucked out of it. Al-Masih. And sometimes Al-Masih Al-Dajjal. The Christ, the liar. The Christ, the liar. In the Bible is called the antichrist, or in Judaism, antichrist. So he is an antichrist against Isa alayhi salam. Rasul called him Al-Masih Al-Dajjal, the Christ who is the liar, meaning he's not the real Christ, but he will make people think that he is. This man, Al-Masih Al-Dajjal, Rasul told us, will cause fitna to all people with everything that Allah has given him of powers. He will make rain come down as he wills wherever he wants it to come, and he'll deny it from the people he doesn't want to have rain. He can revive the land with crops and plantation, and he can cause another land to be dead and never have crops and plantation, so no food for its people. And many other such powers which Allah has given him in order to test the people as one of the final tests for mankind towards the end of the last time. As for Isa alayhi salam, in order to distinguish him from him, Isa alayhi salam used to heal the blind bi'idhnillah, and he could raise the dead bi'idhnillah. Really, like in real. DAJJAL can't do these, but he will be an illusion. He will make it look like he has risen people from the dead, and I'm going to explain that in a minute, inshallah. He is also called Al-Masih, not only because of the eye that looks like it's been wiped off, but also the word Masih in Arabic means that the one who will spread out through the world. He will go everywhere in the world, and it's also true. He will go everywhere in the world. He will reach every place in the world and occupy it except for two places: Mecca and Medina, or Tiba, or Yathrib, as it's called. It's got three names, it's got several names. Al-Masih calls it, Al-Masih Al-Dajjal calls it Tiba. Tiba means Medina and Mecca. He will not be able to set foot, he will not be able to go into it, but he will reach its borders, and he'll try to deceive the people who are in there. So Al-Masih Al-Dajjal will first come out to say, I am Christ, I am Isa alayhi salam. Rasul describes him, Aj'adu Shar. He's got very coarse hair. He is a man from the children of Adam. When he comes out, the believers will know him, and they will not be deceived by him. He will have three letters on his forehead, Kaf Ra, which means kufr or kafar. the hider of the truth or the rejecter of the truth. He will be young in age. He's not old, probably in his mid-30s. He's red-skinned, meaning he's more reddish in color when you look at him. He's not tall, he's short, reasonably short, relatively short. But his body is very stocky, it's huge. Like when you look at him, you say, whoa, he is a huge man. But he's very stocky, he's not too tall, he's quite short actually.
Shalom, friend. Today I wanted to give you a wonderful gift. The Jewish book.
His skin is coarse as well, and his face looks rough, and his forehead is wide. أجل الجبهة, his forehead is wide. His chest is wide shoulders. His right eye looks like it's been wiped off, like that grape. The right eye he can't see with, he can only see with his left. And this eye doesn't look like it's poking out, nor does it look like it's hollow. It just looks, as I said, like a dry piece of grape. His left eye has got an extra piece of meat on it. So it looks like it's got a piece of extra meat either underneath or on top of it. So Rasul Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam describing him in detail here. And the letters on his forehead are either, Rasul Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam told us, they're either cut, meaning letter by letter, or they're joined. But they mean the same thing. Every Muslim will be able to read it except the kafir. And one of his other descriptions is that he is impotent, he cannot have children. He cannot have